Hi folks, how you doing? I'm yours, Zale St. Martins, and I'm going to make this very snappy, I hope to. Okay, the gubernatorials and the state houses of assembly election around the corner. I heard in the news yesterday how this very prominent analyst was all over the place talking about how obedience are actually tilting towards voting for members of the People's Democratic Party, that's the PDP. So this video is for the obedience and every other person who cares to listen into, especially if you're a Nigerian living in Nigeria and who is hoping to cast one's election. I'm not going to say I'm the mouthpiece of the obedience. No, I'm not. I am just one obedient, and I'm not going to say this is a manifesto of obedience. No, I am just going to say why I am an obedient. So the obedience could be likened into, they could be likened to, say, Christians. Christians are not called Jesusians, even when Christianity is modeled after that man. They are called Christians because of the what and not because of the who. If it was about the who, they would have been called Jesusians, but they are called Christians after the Christ, the Messiah, which is what Jesus did. Having said that, obedience are not exactly, as it were, after the man P2B in a strict sense of the word, but in whom P2B represents. So why am I obedient? I'm obedient because the man who gave birth to this homophone, obedient, stands for some things. It's not just about winning. We hope to get our mandate. Good, I'm fine. But it's not just about winning, but it's about winning honorably. Like he would say, he who must be addressed as honorable or his excellency should flow and toe the path of honor and excellency. So we for persons who are obedient, we are not just voting we don't belong to the Labour Party. I don't, as an obedient, I don't vote Labour Party. I am voting the man, Peter Obi, for what he stands for. We are voting integrity. We are voting reliability. We are voting somebody who has been tried and found trustworthy. We are voting trustworthiness. We are voting not parties. We are not partisan. We are voting individuals who are capable of delivering. We are not voting demagogues who are out there spinning out every soundbite that they think we want to hear. No, we are voting people who are revolutionary. We are voting people who are visionaries. People who are altruistic, people who have the good of the people in mind, people who can cut down on the cost of governance, people who don't just share money, because when you throw your money around, you are going to recoup it. You are no Father Christmas or Mother Easter. These are people we are for. As an obedient, I look out for someone, the individual person who I can trust with my vote. I hope that my vote will count. So you could come from PDP, you could come from even the APC, you could come from SDP, you could come from Young People's Party, you could come from anywhere and everywhere. But we are looking out for that individual who will not toy with my vote. That is why I am obedient. I am looking out for that person who will tell me, go and verify, whose good deeds are not geared towards garnering votes, who is not interested in buying me for the moment and making me suffer for the next term he will be or she will be in office. That is who an obedient is. Yes, we are for P2B, obedience, because we see in him an archetype who embodies all of these qualities and even more. Someone who you can go to sleep with your eyes closed because he is watching out for you. She is watching out for you. So let nobody try to instigate or spur the notion that obedience are tilting towards PDP. No, if we find someone who flies a flag of a PDP that wants to better the life of persons because the one has a proven track record to do so, we vote for this person. I'm saying all of these things are riding on the backdrop of what is happening in Nasarawa State, where the Labour Party gubernatorial candidate has stepped down for the man in PDP, and how obedience in Enugu State are endorsing one Peter Mba, and how there are persons in I think that should be in Oyo State, former PDP chieftain now doing some things for APC and all of that and all of that, even somebody from the Labour Party. So all of these things are to confuse obedience. Those who are still a little bit gullible, but I'm trusting that obedience are persons who are young people with native intelligence, sharp, acute sense of their discernment, who can say this is it, is who are not swayed by whatever flag, but who really look out for individuals who are capable of delivering. So on Saturday, when we go out there, we are going to make our vote count even when issues of our mandate is still in court. We are going to make our vote count, because how do you deal with a bully? A bully tries to take your breakfast, a bully tries to snatch your wristwatch, a bully tries to, but the bully is afraid. He slaps you, she slaps you, but what you do is get whatever he has taken from you, slap the person, and re-slap the person again for good measure, for even trying to think that the one could take something from you without asking you politely, and you're giving it to the worst person. That's how you deal with bullies, and that's what we are going to do as obedience. When we step out this Saturday, we are going to cast our votes for the person that really matters, who can deliver, whom we can hold accountable, because the one is riding on our mandate. The one is riding because of my vote. So, young man, madam, sir, chief, alaji, whatever your title may be, why are you toying with this mandate I gave you? That is what obedience stands for. We don't stand for partisan politics. We don't stand for all of these sound bites and things people bandy about in the name of analysis and demagoguery. I hope this makes sense, and I hope that every obedient out there will keep sharing it till come Saturday and even further than that. God bless you. I'm still Zeus and Matthews.